October 8th, over at Nick's for a body update. As you can see, we're now in primer, in the actual primer before final coat or colour. Car is looking amazing. We haven't posted since July, but we've been making steady progress with it. I'm actually waiting now on the body and coming back from final paint. So Nick, do you want to explain what's happened in the last couple of months?
So since the last video, in the last video we were doing the spray poly, which is Spies Hecker's Ratterall. We ended up doing it in multiple coats because we weren't getting, we didn't have the pot life, we didn't have the reducer to extend the pot life to make the multiple coats, so we did it in
We did it in three separate stages.
Yeah, we did it in 3 separate coats. We sprayed 1 coat, and we'd cut that coat down, and we did 1 more, cut it down, and there are a few things that poked through that I didn't like, so we did 1 final coat with the Ratterall, and we were finally happy with it, and we put it in Spies Hecker's. It's 5310. It's a high solids, medium build primer. We've now got that all cut down, so pretty soon we'll be taking it back apart, and we've got a few things to take care of under the hood. We're going to do the spray poly in the center section of the hood, as well as the bottom side of the trunk lid.
So we're going to treat the underside of the hood like an A surface, and also the underside of the trunk lid too.
Just seeing that the trunk lid, the bottom side of the deck lid doesn't get any trim. It's all exposed, and to be honest, it's quite a pretty shape. So we'll get the bottom of it all cleaned up. Got to seal up some seams in the trunk, and we're going to chip guard the bottom of the car and the fender wells, just for a little bit of protection from the dirt roads and road debris. Cooper says it's the driver.
It's a driver.
Not a show queen.
It's a 150-mile-an-hour driver. Right. She's not a show queen, not a trailer queen. So to give you an idea of how good the surface looks at the moment, we'll spray some cleaner that we use for the dust removal, and then you'll get an impression underneath the light. It's really starting to look glass flat. If I go back to the original pictures of where we were when we started all of this, this is like where it's really beginning to take shape. But so we have a change in the colour. I decided to go with like a light metallic blue. It's actually an Aston Martin colour that I picked out. I really like that colour. It's got a little bit of fleck in it, but not too much. And part of the reason for that is because in the white we won't see the contours in the car, whereas with the blue we will. And it was actually Nick who suggested I change the colour. I have another car that's like a royal blue, which is very close to this Aston Martin blue, and I really like that colour. So this is really coming. Yeah, let's show some natural light on it. Body panel fit is like amazing. It's all blocked in. Everything is supremely well aligned. Panel gaps are looking really good. And then there's my driving view. I am so looking forward to actually having that. I'm not sure whether we can see the reflection of the wall. this is really starting to look glass flat. It's a lot of work in the preparation before we actually paint, but we are getting supremely close. So we never went away. It's just this bit takes forever, and it's all on a weekend, so, and we're not rushing it. More to come.